everyone, it's Carissa Wiley here for Concord and Ninth. Thanks for joining me today. Let's have a look at the brand new Wood Slat Embossing Folder from Concord and Ninth. This is the perfect background for a variety of card projects. It's perfect for adding texture, and I think you're going to reach for it over and over again. So this is a 2D embossing folder from Concord and Ninth. I love how they print the pattern on the front of the embossing folder so you can really see the texture that you're going to end up with on your card. And I love that this is a really fine wood grain. It creates just enough texture to add kind of that textile feel to your card. You can see when you open it up, there's a raised area and a debossed area. And I wanted to give you a little tip and trick about how I like to use this. I like to open this up and find the raised area, which happens to be the unprinted side of this wood slat embossing folder. I then like to use a tone-on-tone inked effect on the raised area. So I'm just using a brayer to apply a light layer of pebble ink over that raised area. Once I've added ink to the entire thing, I am going to add the pebble cardstock inside of the embossing folder and close it, and then run this through my die cutting machine. I'm using the sandwich suggested for a 2D embossing folder. And you can see by adding the ink to this embossing folder before running it through my die cutting machine, I have a really nice tone-on-tone texture. I think this is perfect for masculine cards as well as a variety of different types of cards throughout the year. Now keep in mind you can use this wood slat embossing folder on its own to just add a little texture to your card front or to an element on your card, but I think it's so much fun to experiment with the inking as well. Here's a card that I created with that wood slat background. I've inked the embossing folder before running this wheat cardstock through my die cutting machine. I've also added that wood grain texture to the white layer that's underneath that wheat layer. And I used the So Delightful stamps and coordinating dies for my focal image on this card. I think it's just this really fun kind of homespun look. I've also added the wood slat embossing folder to the background of this card that I created using the new By the Fire stamps and coordinating dies. It adds such a fun texture to the background. And finally, I've used it here again to create a faux wood floor for my card project. So you can see there's a variety of ways to use this new wood slat embossing folder on a variety of styles of cards. I can't wait to see how you use it to bring a little texture, a little dimension, and a little tactile fun to your card projects this season.